Hello, this is Wmpyr. Okay, so I was asked a question today, and it was pertaining to a lot of Filipino martial arts, Kali, Escrima, Arnis type movements. And like, for example, when you're doing the Heaven Six, right, you could do it very straight line, bam, 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 like so. And then you could also do it very circular, like so. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I hope you guys can see the circle, right? So they were taught by their teacher, Filipino martial arts instructor. The teacher explained it to them as it is stabbing versus slashing. So the first motion is stabbing. This motion is stabbing. Boom. So stab, 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 stab. Okay. And then the second one, this one is slash, 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 slash. Even though they're the same movement, they're both the Heaven Six, right? So that's the way he was taught, and he asked me what I thought about that. And in all honesty, I don't disagree. I think that's a good point of view to have, and yeah, I don't think that it is wrong. Okay. But that being said, all right, so I agree with that statement, but the Filipino martial arts, Kali, Escrima, Arnis, is very, very versatile. And the way it was taught to me, flow is the most important thing. So that means it is adaptable. And in order for it to adapt to things like water, like the way water adapts, one thing can do multiple things. And in order for that to happen, you have multiple ways of thinking, multiple perspectives. So that stab versus slash concept, I don't think is wrong. So you keep that. But here's another concept that I would like to share with you guys. And so add it together. Have multiple perspectives. Use the one, whenever you're in a situation, whichever pops up or whatever you think is more applicable, use that, okay? So it's not about right or wrong. It's about which one's better suited for the situation. So the perspective I want to share is it's not about stab versus slash, but it's about straight line versus curve circular lines. Okay, so what I mean by that is let's take a look at a figure eight. Okay, and in this case, a sideways figure eight. So it is an infinity sign. Okay, so this sideways figure eight. If you look at the figure eight, it's basically an X right here in the middle. And then on the very end of both sides, it's a circular motion that connects it. Okay, so it's a bloop, like a half circle. And then here's the straight diagonal straight line. And then it goes bloop, like that. And then another diagonal straight line, right? So here's the circles are kind of like this. And then you have the X in the middle. So that's the shape, right? Now, let me do that. 1, 2, this is the X, right? But then we have that circular motion I was talking about. X, boom. So I'm making that diagonal motion, and then here's the circular motion that I bring up, and then I go back to finishing the X. Circular motion, and boom, right? So if I do it continuous, it looks like this. And it's very circular, as you can see. Boom, 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 boom. Right? Very, very circle-like. I'm drawing 2 circles on the right side and left side. So this is the motion right here. Now I could do the same motion where now I'm going to extend the diagonal and make the circular motion much smaller, and then extend the diagonal, and then boom, 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 boom. So then it just kind of looks like I'm just going in a straight line, right? Boom, 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 boom. So that's the same figure eight motion. So to me, whether it's the circle, the circular motion, the circular line, and the straight line, it's in there, in both. And both of that is in the technique. So whatever it is, Heaven 6, Heaven 4, whatever it is that you're doing, they're both in there. Just like in boxing, they're doing a straight punch, right? Boom, a straight punch, bam. Because from point A to point B, the quickest distance, the shortest distance is a straight line. However, you see boxers train you know, in the speed bag like this, there is a slight curvature there. They could put, and that leads to your combos, right? Because to do combos, circles work better. So they're in there. They're both in there. So in this case, like I said, rather than separating stab versus slashes, let's talk about, are we increasing the straight line or are we focusing more on the circular for the same technique? So you could do the same technique two different ways, right? And this to me, I've said to you guys, when you're doing something like the Heaven 6, with this motion, right? Or the other motion, boom, boom, boom. I said you could stab or slash. That's up to you. So I could, even this motion, I can stab into something, the target, or I could slash into, obviously I could slash, and I'm going straight like this. I could stab into the target, or I could have a slight curvature, and even though it may look straight, I'm slashing. So for me, it's more about, do you want to make it more straight, or do you want to make it more circular? And that depends on the situation. So if I have a distance, they're over there, I'm over here, and if I make a huge circular type motion, and if they counter with a spear type of motion, like a straight line, then they're going to have the advantage because I'm going to be wide open, right? So that's why we see that in boxing, where the boxer, you know, that makes big swinging motions like this versus the boxer that's tight and straight like this, the straight guy is going to have the advantage against because this guy's wide open, right? So we know that. But then, like, for example, guys attacking me, and then at this case, they're on me right here, and even if I do a straight punch, they may not drop. And then they're continuing their attack, and I'm going to get overrun. But in that case, if I do a circular motion like that, I'm creating a blender, and it might make it difficult for them to come in. So in that case, a circular, continuous, rapid-fire motion might be more advantageous. So it's all about, do you want to make it more straight, or do you want to make it more circular? And that depends on the circumstance. So that's it for now. Thank you for viewing, and take care, folks.